Ladies and gentlemen, so tomorrow patch 22.0 arrives in Marvel Contest of Champions, and it's looking to be an absolute banger of a month, man. It looks so incredibly good. We got so much going on. It's going to be absolutely wild for the live streams, the videos, and I can't wait, man. We've got so much information as well today on kind of the finalized buffs to She-Hulk and Spider-Gwen, and She-Hulk is the same. Spider-Gwen's actually a little bit better than she was in beta, so that's a great surprise as well. But yeah, so much to look forward to, man. We've got Nick Fury, Captain Marvel, new uncollected, probably Act 6 mid-month. These Nick Fury initiatives, which look absolutely insane. I guess a way to kind of imagine the Nick Fury's Recon initiatives, and we're going to break this down now, is basically Nick Fury goes to the movies. If you remember the Gwenpool goes to the movies event, it seems exactly like that in terms of setup, but apparently it's going to be a little bit more challenging, because, you know, Gwenpool goes to the movies, it was very, very, very easy. It was really, really straightforward, but Nick Fury's Recon initiatives, man, these seem absolutely insane. So it's going to be the setup of every single week there's going to be one quest with 5 different difficulty levels, and each of these quests only have 2 paths with a buffed up boss at the end, and it's going to be easy, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Each of these quests feature champion requirements, everybody's favorite thing to read there, and each week your team will be limited to which champions that you can bring in. Champions will be limited based on their universe tags, which can be found on a champion's info page, and this means each weekly quest can only be completed with champions of that tag. So week 1 we've got Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy, week 2 we've got X-Men and X-Force, week 3 we've got Spider-Verse heroes, the Sinister Six and Symbiote champions, and week 4 we've got mercenaries and robot characters there. So all chapters will remain open until the end of the event quest, so you have time to 100% explore the previous week's quest. So essentially it's going to work in the same structure, if you remember Gwenpool goes to the movies, of like a new chapter is going to open up every single week, but one isn't going to get locked off, if that makes sense. So, you know, you're going to have all month to do all 4 of them, and if you come in at the last week, you can still smash it out and get all of the rewards there. But also you'll need to complete harder difficulties to get more rewards, so make sure the champions on your roster with those tags are ready for a challenge. Not really a huge amount of heads up time there, but you know, make sure you've at least got like a couple of characters that are fairly decent under each one of those tags. However, they do they are saying here that just before each week starts, they're going to send out a message kind of listing out which champions fall under said tags, and also for those of you that may need to expand your roster, special crystals containing the champions that can enter these quests will be available each week of the event, but it doesn't really specify how these are going to be available. I don't know if you can grind them out, whether or not you need to buy these crystals, or if they're going to offer them up to us. Hopefully there's going to be some sort of reward associated with like in-game bonus events that gives you these crystals. And these crystals will include versions of unreleased 2-star champions, and this doesn't include champions who are not in the base pool, such as Deadpool, Goldpool, Havoc, so the brand new release champions there, Ultron Classic Vision, or special rarity exclusives such as 4-star Rhino or Cyclops, 5-star Gamora or Thor. So if there is a way to get these crystals via some sort of bonus event, it looks like there is going to be a chance that you can get 5-star champions as well. So that seems pretty damn cool, but I think you can only get the 5-star ones if you've already got the uncollected tag. A Grandmaster version of these crystals will be available, but by the fact that they've titled it a Grandmaster version, I don't know if it's going to be tied in with units, and it doesn't really mention a specific way to get these. So yeah, I'm not really overly sure about how you're going to be able to obtain these ones, so we're going to have to wait and see on that one, but hopefully there are ways to get at least a few in game. And then we have Knowledge as Power. The task is great, but the rewards are greater. Use your intel in store to purchase raw rewards to assist you in your own missions across the contest. So some of the big headline stuff is tier 5 basic catalyst fragments, 5-star and 6-star hero crystal shards, awakening gems, and 4-star hero crystals, and much more. So it's kind of going to be like a Rockets scrapyard style event where you're going to get all of this intel and the resource, and you can get up to a maximum of 5,740 of it from normal play. However, the way that they've kind of phrased this final sentence, I think there's probably going to be a bit more available via, like, usually with this type of stuff, they'll like add some to special offers or like the unit packages at the end of the month as well. But the awakening, the 5-star awakening gem crystal, which I think is the big headline for a lot of players, is going to cost 5,000 intel. So that is a big old chunk of your intel if you want the 5-star awakening gem. But I think for a lot of players, it's probably going to be worth it. But it depends on how many like 5-star and 6-star hero crystal shards you can get in comparison for like that amount of intel as well. So I think that's going to be something to you know, way up, and I believe a lot of the endgame players probably will go for the 6-star hero crystal shards and the tier 5 basic catalyst fragments on the provision that they're not, you know, substantially overpriced there, because, you know, there are a fair few amount of like 5-star awakening gem crystal offers coming up. So yeah, I'm not really too sure about that one, but I think we'll have to have a bit of a look at the store breakdown, kind of work out what, you know, does represent some of the best value from the intel. But yeah, it's going to begin on March 6th and run till the 3rd of April. So it starts tomorrow, man, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm interested to see how difficult it's going to be, because there are quite a lot of champion requirements, and it's not overly clear at exactly how many ways they're going to offer to actually give you these champions for kind of progressing players. So, you know, we're gonna have to see on this one, but hopefully it's a really good event. I know I was a little bit cynical if Gwenpool goes to the movies before it started, but it does seem in very similar fashion and format. However, they have not mentioned that you can get these crystals from Arena. So yeah, I'm still going to be a little bit cynical until it drops, but you know, we'll see what it's like and kind of base our feedback off that. Now, some stuff that has gone up is the spotlights for She-Hulk and also the Spider-Gwen updates. And to give you a little bit of an idea, reading through the She-Hulk one, it looks like everything is exactly the same as it was on beta. I don't believe there have been any changes to She-Hulk. She's still got the ability to, you know, substantially ramp up the Furies. There doesn't seem to be any imposed cap on them. She's still got the ability to remove Unstoppable and get slow. The power gain reduction off her special one, the Petrify number is still the same as well. The stun, duration, and chance is still the same, and the signature ability is still the same, and all the synergies are there as well. So it does look like She-Hulk is going to be exactly the same as she was on beta, which is great news, man, because beta version of She-Hulk was so incredibly powerful there that she's going to be like such a huge asset for anybody that has her. So yeah, if you got 5-star or 4-star She-Hulk, she is super fun to play, has so many uses. I've put her on the gold tier in terms of the updated tier list. So yeah, a very solid character. However, when it comes to Spider-Gwen, I was having a little bit of a read through some of the changes, trying to work out what was different from beta, and it looks like kind of a few things have changed from beta. Some of the stuff just generally that's being buffed from Spider-Gwen is she's getting like a stats increase from before, so a little bit more health, a little bit more attack there. But one of the things that's gone up from beta is actually her chance to evade on the Spider Sense charges. So it's been increased from 5% per charge to 7% per charge, which actually is going to make her a little bit more annoying and makes her auto-evade even more powerful, especially with the Venom synergy as well. So yeah, once you've got, 5 stacks of that, then you're going to have a 35% chance to evade, and that's going to make her really annoying on Alliance War defense, especially considering when she's struck with an opponent with a True Strike buff, she nullifies that as well. So I think this is going to make her pretty wild when it comes to Alliance War defense now, man. A 35% chance to evade, and she's going to get one of those charges every time she's struck for 5 hits, man. So she's going to ramp up those very quickly there. So yeah, I'm quite curious to see how much of a threat that's going to make Spider-Gwen now on Alliance War defense. That her evade has been jacked up a little bit. I don't think anything else has changed. She still has the What is it there? The slow on heavy attack, which is slightly longer than She-Hulk's for 15 seconds, and this prevents the opponents from triggering unstoppable and also evade effects as well. The special one, to the best of my knowledge, is still the same. It's still got the trap spider for 10 seconds and has a 30% chance when you strike the opponent to enervate them for 5 seconds, which is kind of a gimped power lock, but a very, very good ability there. Special 2 still has the paralyze for 4 seconds, so reduces health and power gain, but once you've got her awakened, this can also reverse health and power gain as well, but it's very, very short, and also relies on the opponent being able to be stunned. So She-Hulk has kind of the much better end of the stick for a lot of like health gain and power gain reversal scenarios, as hers is a lot more reliable. However, one thing that has also changed as well is on the special 3, her Hunter Spider effect has the duration of it has been increased from 15 seconds to 18 seconds, so this is pretty much like another round of combo after using the special 3 that gets 55% more physical damage on. So that's kind of a nice little buff there, but really only the 2 things that have changed from beta is the special 3 having 3 more seconds on, and the evade chance going from 5 to 7% total there. Aside from that, it all seems yeah, fairly standard like it was on beta, so I don't think there are going to be too many surprises when it does come to Spider-Gwen. But overall, man, next month is looking so good. The Nick Fury event looks really, really awesome, and we know nothing yet of Act 6, so some huge stuff to come in the coming weeks ahead. But tomorrow, 6 PM UK time, we're going to be live streaming the brand new Captain Marvel and Nick Fury event on uncollected difficulty, and also trying to put out kind of the boss fighting guides in the very same evening as well. So make sure, you know, you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and be there tomorrow at 6 PM UK time to watch me get absolutely ruined by Nick Fury and Captain Marvel. But aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed today's video breakdown. If you did, feel free to smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.